Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to take this opportunity to post a video for this tarot reading for actor and member of Astro, EunWoo. So yes, this is the last day of Aries season, so I was reflecting that it's been a while since I read for him, and he is an Aries, so yeah, I'm going to take this day to post this. I hope you enjoy it, and also I know that today I remembered that it's also, it's there's a meaning in this day, in this date in particular. So I wanted to show my support to all the Astro fans. This I bet that this season and everything, it can be very touching, and also a moment to reflect and to think about Moonbeam. So yes, to sort of appreciate and show love for the people that are with us today. Let's read for Changwoo. So yeah, I'm going to do this reading very brief, but yeah, I wanted to do this for him. Let's begin with the cards that he got. He got the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. And then from the Oracle, this is not an Oracle, this is another tarot deck, a different kind. And in here he got the card of Justice and Four of Swords. So definitely, I think that this year, this 2024, it feels like Chavo's energy is slowly settling down. I remember I read for him last year, and it seemed like he was very busy, he was very focused, he was very passionate for future projects, not wanting to slow down, just keep being productive, just keep, being in control of his life, his projects, just being very, I would say, very much in action, not wanting to stop, even though the cards would sort of show that there was, you know, a sort of inability, so not wanting to get emotional, not wanting to go there, not wanting to touch emotions, certain emotions or memories or just feelings, and just wanted to get back to work as soon as possible. And this spread sort of lets me know that um, he's a guy that he's always thinking about his next move. He probably is also thinking about a next project. He probably signed with other people. I think that probably he's also reflecting about his. I know he was in a K-drama. He's also reflected in this, probably getting a good feedback. Um, and I think that he's very grateful. He's very, like, him looking back at his decisions or maybe the projects that he had chosen. There's a lot of gratitude coming from him, him being very humble and being like, yeah, I did my best, sort of not, which is very interesting because I usually get the King of Wands for him, and now I get this Page of Cups. So I sort of feel like this year probably is going to be the year where he is going to take this opportunity to slow down a bit. I think that he's um, I think that he's getting more in touch with his emotional needs. Probably he had been reflecting a lot about life, about his past decisions, about what he wants to do in the future. And there's something about, yeah, him still being the passionate guy that he is, but at the same time to, just like welcoming everything that he feels. We have the Five of Pentacles in the middle, so I think that probably the guy, even though he's very grateful, I think that there's a part of him that he could actually feel like, that he wasn't good enough. There's something, I don't know if he's just being very critical with himself, just getting very, very, doubting himself or his own value, or somehow being like, I could have done greater things, or I could have done better. Like there's something that I think that he just could feel a bit less confident this year. I don't know. I think that the Five of Pentacles also probably has to do with money. So I wonder if he, because I know he's very successful, so I don't think that this is lack of opportunity. It's more like when you are not that satisfied with numbers, probably, or where, I don't know if he had a sort of goal, and there's something that, I don't know, maybe he wanted to achieve a certain number, a certain ranking, I don't know. But yeah, it has to do with achievements, and I think that he feels left out, or he feels like he's not going to get considered this year, and probably this also makes him feel like, all the effort that he put, that it was worthless, like sort of feeling like, okay, I'm being left out again. um, and also I think that there's something about him doing his best, definitely, like putting a lot. Definitely there's an emotional component in this reading, and I think that whether this is work or his personal matters, the guy is connecting more and more with his emotions, and probably he's using how he feels and his vulnerability. He's using this to keep working, or to keep to keep producing, or to keep showing up, sort of more like, I would say, nostalgic, sensitive kind of character, not so much like the typical Aries energy that is all about, being in control and just being the best, and just being very self-reassured. I think that he's much more on his sensitive era, I guess, and also with this sensitivity, I think that he's also like allowing to get criticism. It's like for him to probably be like, I feel like I didn't do very well. I could have done better. I think that it's not for people to be sorry for him, or to be like, oh no, don't be like this, don't say like this, don't say things like this. For him, it's more like, being humble, and also being observant, and being like, yeah, I did my best, but I guess I could have done better. Like, I noticed I lacked in certain things. Um, but next to this, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Ace of Cups. So I think that I don't know if anyone knows if he's going to already be signing to work with someone. I see a woman in here, a very successful woman, that with the Ace of Cups, it's like there's a possibility for a new for a new project with this person, a new beginning with this person. And since this person is also like, it's the continuation of the Queen, is a continuation of the Five of Pentacles. She is the Queen of Pentacles. So I think that she sort of enters, or is about to enter his life, to sort of lift up the mood, and sort of taking him away from this feeling of misery, feeling like, oh, okay, I didn't do very well. It's like this person is like calling him and being like, come work with me, or let's do this together. Like, I want to do this with you. And also this could be, I mean, I don't see it entirely like a relationship, because this is like the beginning of something that yeah, it can be artistic or it can be emotional. But I think that if this is like a lover, like a potential lover, this is a woman that she is very well established in her life. She probably is very successful. She's very popular. Like, she probably owns a business or two. Like, I can sort of see her having a status. probably a bit older than him, and this woman being like, come work with me or for me, I don't know. But I think that this woman is like offering him a possibility to also again, like, stay in your feelings, like, connect with your sensitivity. I like you better when you are sensitive, or I like you better when you are vulnerable, or I like you better when you are emotional. It's like, it seems like, this year, the energy is all like, like sort of like asking him to embrace his sensitivity, his sensitive side. It's like, don't move yourself from this process, even if it makes him feel like he's weak, because there's something, probably he's not used to feeling that emotion, that many emotions, or just feeling that sensitive. So he's like, this is not something that I like, actually. Like, I would prefer to put on a braver front, or just be more courageous and just advance, And somehow there's something in here with this sensitivity, that he can work with this sensitivity, and at the same time that he can show different sides of himself. Probably, yeah, a part that would show that he is like going through something, or that he is depressed, or that he is like, troubled by, memories, or but I think that this gives depth to his character, or maybe if he wants to try a new way of work, like new roles, or that the cards are like, you go for the emo sensitive kid, a misunderstood kid that is like, crying, and just like dealing with a lot of emotions. You go and embrace this era, is this way, is this way that probably, I don't know about Chawu and how it's been perceived by, I don't know, by the the actors, scene. I don't know how he's perceived, but I think that probably if he feels like he's still not good enough, or he wants to get the approval of these important people, probably, yes, getting into this very emotional, this troubled, traumatized kind of character, someone that you would feel very pity for that guy, someone that is struggling and is just, has a very sad story. I think that he would do well to choose parts like this, or work in projects that have this very heavy emotional component, that to the history, that then eventually you see him like, yeah, overcoming the obstacles, but I think that maybe the audience would like really get more empathic towards him, and be like, oh, he's great at this, he's actually very good. And I think that also it helps him. I think that this is a very important sort of like exercise that he could do, not just for his roles or his job, but also for himself, to sort of connect with emotions. He definitely does have a lot that he actually, I believe that the last years he tried to, push these feelings to a side, because he felt like it wasn't the moment, it wasn't the right time to get there. But I think that this year is about slowing down a bit, because the other cards that I have is Justice and the Four of Swords. So definitely there's something about him, instead of him going full force towards his goals, and just becoming very busy and doing a lot of things, and just showing this strong magnetism. And of course he's beautiful, he's handsome, he's successful, but the Justice is like also calling him, and it's like, you need to slow down. It's okay if you slow down. It's okay if you find a balance in your life. Not everything has to be work related, that somehow he can also hang out with different people, that he can try different things, that he could focus a bit more on the simple side of life, not always been thinking about work and next projects. It's like the justice is like, find balance. Like probably he's putting energy, or he's putting a lot of attention on doing his best, and just like, trying to to be the best of the best, that he is forgetting about other sides of it. He's not taking care of other sides of his life. For example, his health or his friends. He's sort of like putting, I believe he puts like, I don't know, 70% to work and work related things, and has very little time to actually relax, because he has the Four of Swords. So definitely I think that this is not to say, for me the Four of Swords often represents the hiatus, a hiatus card, but I think that for him it's not so much like, oh, you need to go into a hiatus, but I think that it wouldn't be, that catastrophic if he can take a few months off. That it's okay. I think that he also needs to disconnect a bit from fame. There's something that I don't see that this year is going to be a year of, maze, like massive changes and transformations and changes for Chao. Definitely I don't see it. But what I do see is that he's feeling very sensitive. Definitely, he's feeling very sensitive. He's feeling very, very touched by a lot of things. He probably is thinking a lot, remembering a lot, connecting with his sensitivity. And I think that it's about time he does this. He sort of needs to acknowledge that he is a sensitive guy, and that it's okay. It's okay to take a time, and to also, like, give room and space for healing. I think that he needs it. He needs a time out. I think that it would be also very, very helpful for him individually. Honestly, also the Four of Swords, the Justice, and like I said, when I saw this Queen of Pentacles in here with the Ace of Cups next to her, I think that this could be a coworker, this could be a potential lover, but I think that this also could be a very important friend, someone that cherishes him very much, and that she's very close to him, and she's also like, advising him from her side to, it's like, why don't you take a time out? Why don't you go and rest? Why don't you take a few days off? And I think that whatever advice, invitation that she gives him, she gives it from a place of like, acknowledgement. I think that definitely either she knows him from, she had worked with him, so she knows him. This is a very stable person as well. She can be a celebrity as well. But most of all, I think that this woman she knows very well about, what it's like to be hardworking, independent, and in the spotlight. She knows what it feels like to be demanded all the time, and to be wanted, and to be successful. She knows. She probably also is a workaholic. So this is why I think that when she is with this Ace of Cups, she's like opening a window for Chaewoo. This is why I'm getting more like she's more like a friend. She could also be like a manager, but because she does give me businesswoman vibe. But I think that this is not with the purpose of like, oh, I want to seduce you, and I want to be romantic, and I want to have something with you. I think that it comes from a place of, I care about you. And I notice that probably this is the right moment for you to take things slow. And when I see the Justice card and when I see the Four of Swords, I feel like, okay, this is the year. Maybe the second half of the year would be a year that maybe he will take the advice of this woman. I think that this woman is also very important for him in his life. This is why I wanted to clarify, because it doesn't have to be like a girlfriend, or it could be just like a very good friend, or someone that really cares about him, and is like giving him advices from a very emotional side as well. It's like, and also I think that he trusts this woman, because she comes with the ace of cups, that is like, okay, let's do this all over, let's start all over, like, I don't want to see you doubting yourself, like, get out of that mindset, like, it's no good, let's do something, like, let's change, change, open up, like, she is a great influence, whoever she is, she's very much of value. And I don't know why, I feel like I've seen this woman before. I don't know, I would have to review some old childhood reading, but I think I've seen this woman before. And I think that she always shows up. This is why I'm like, this could be a friend, because it seems like she's someone that had always been there, but since she is like a queen, she's not like someone that necessarily she comes into his life to ask something of him, or to be like, oh, here I am, pay attention to me. No, she comes to sort of rescue him or give him a reality check. This is why I'm like, this is more than just like, a fling or a relationship, or like, oh, I like you, you like me, or this is a beautiful woman entering into his life. This is more like a friend. This is more like, I care about you, so, this is why I show up, because I sense that she's busy as well. It's like she stops by in the reading to sort of be like, you should take care of yourself. You done great, now take a rest, something like this. So yeah, I think that this could be a year where he could slow down, but definitely he has done great. I think that he is slowly embracing his emotions, which this is a very positive change for him, because I sensed in the past few months that his energy felt very, very harsh, like he was definitely protecting himself from feeling. So now I see him more like ready to enter, ready to connect with how he feels. And I think that he deserves it. He deserves to pay attention to himself, because, he is a sensitive guy. It's just that sometimes he has these roles, or he has this, this image of like, okay, I have to be very impulsive, and I have to be ready, and I have to be fast, and I don't want to waste time, and I want to be like perfect and amazing, and I'm self-sufficient, I'm a leader, I don't wait for others, I do what I have to do, I am independent, so I think that this year is sort of about being a bit more humble and being like, okay, like, maybe I need to slow down a bit, maybe I need to take care a bit, maybe I need a bit of silence, and just like find balance in my life. So yeah, guys, this is all I have for him. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.